In today's lesson, we're going to be starting trigonometry. And one of the important things within trigonometry is being able to correctly label right-angled triangles. So we first of all need to realise that any triangle we're dealing with our trig problems need to be right angle. So as a starting point, a right-angled triangle just contains a right angle in this bottom corner here. Now we can obviously reorient the triangle to be in a different form. So it could be flipped on its side like so. So once we've got a right angle triangle, we can apply some trig rules to it. And first thing we're going to want to be able to identify is the hypotenuse. Now the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. So that is always going to be opposite the right angle. So in this situation, it's going to be here, and we're going to label that just H for hypotenuse. So that's going to be the hypotenuse of our triangle. Now the next two aspects of labeling triangles are what we call opposite and adjacent. Now the opposite and adjacent sides basically need to be labelled in reference to a particular angle. So let's just create something here where we've got an angle here, we'll call it theta. Now the opposite side of this angle is across here, and we call that the opposite. The adjacent side, so the other way to think about adjacent is the one next to. So the side that's next to the angle here is on the bottom, the adjacent side, so here. Let's just do a couple more of those, just so we get the understanding. So again, we'll deal with this triangle here, and we've got angle theta. First thing we're going to be able to do is put the hypotenuse in, which is the longest side, so opposite the 90-degree angle. So that's that one. So there's our hypotenuse. The opposite side, so if we're talking about this particular angle here, the side opposite is over this side, so that's going to be O, or our opposite side, and then the other side becomes our adjacent. So the other ways we might be asked to label right-angled triangles could be these. We could be given a right-angled triangle, and we could be given the fact that this particular side here is the opposite. Now we can go through and label some of the rest of the triangle. We know that this one's going to be the hypotenuse, which means if we've got the opposite and the hypotenuse, we also have the adjacent side, which is this one here, and that would mean that our angle is going to be this one. Okay, let's just do one more of those. So again, we have our right angle triangle, and we're told that this is the opposite angle. So that would mean our opposite side, would mean our angles up in the top corner here, which means we have our adjacent and our hypotenuse. So one more, to finish. We've got our right angled triangle. This time we're told this is our adjacent. So if that's all the information we're given, we can still determine the other sides by knowing that the longest side is the hypotenuse. We've already got the adjacent, the other one is the opposite. And now that we've identified the opposite side, we can identify the angle which is in here.